I mean, the thing about this show is that the gate itself is such a powerful icon, and that's why we changed it for each iteration of the show to brand the gate to the show. But even changing from the movie, because there was it didn't light up in the movie. We had ours light up because we knew it was probably going to be on a 20-inch or less television set in standard definition. We wanted it to pop on the screen. And that's how long ago 25 years is.
Jesus.
You know, I mean, standard def.
At least we had the sense to transition into color. The black and white episodes were just did.
Yeah. Although the noir, they were good for the noir episodes. They really worked well for those. Sorry.
Got me.
Sorry, buddy.
No, good cat. I love it.
No, I remember when we saw the Stargate, the original SG-1 Stargate, as they were building it, because what did I know? We were like, yeah, build a Stargate. And it was this massive undertaking. And, you know, all the original one. And setting it up and making it work. And I remember seeing it work for the first time. And I think we were both there, Rick. It was like, holy shit, because it was huge. It was it was the same scale as in the feature. We wanted it to be that. But Jonathan and I went because we thought, well, maybe the existing Stargate exists. And we found out. I was in LA. I don't know if it was around casting, but anyway, I was in LA working with John on the pilot episode, I think. And we drove out to where the Stargate was being stored. I think it was like in Death Valley. At least it felt like Death Valley because it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And we walked out and there was just this piece of arc steel. I mean, that was all that was left. Everything that was attached to it, everything that made it a Stargate was worn away by the weather. And I remember stepping into it and looking up and seeing a giant spider coming down toward me on a web. I thought, I should put that in an episode. We never did. But yeah, the movie one died in the desert.
It really did.
It did.
But the dimensions were the same?
I think so, yeah. In fact, we had the blueprints, and then that really helped us build it. They locked every chevron as it went around. And what we did is we just locked the top one. So that, because it was really expensive to make that thing go chunk, chunk. So we just did the top and made the dialing that much longer. But sometimes that was a good, 20 seconds of screen time that we could use with Gary saying chevron 1 encoded, and then it would spin again. And chevron 2 encoded. And every time you type that in a script, you'd be like, okay, there's another 30 seconds. That's great. If you had it padded out, we often added more chevrons. Yeah.
Is that why every generation, like eventually you get to universe and there's just, eventually you're going to get to like 10 or 12 chevrons. You could just keep going.
In my pilot script that I wrote that will probably never see the light of day a couple of years ago, when MGM asked me to write a pilot script, for a new show, I had an entirely new human-built Stargate, and it just spun up like crazy, and then went just jung, 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 and
Right.
and opened, because I thought it's about time we sped up the process after 25 years, don't you think? So maybe they'll do that anyway. It's cool. It was really cool, at least in the script.
Yeah. What made you go digital in Atlantis versus the kind of more manual?
I think it was what are you doing there?
Am I moving around?
Yeah, I'm just looking at your hand.
You're just like your kind of fingers.
No, I thought you were changing the channel. That's really all I thought you were changing. No. There's something else on. Brad's talking too much.
No, I was trying to adjust my eye line so I could look at you and still see me.
Good. What the hell was I saying, Laura?
I was asking in Atlantis why it
Sorry.
went digital from the
Right.
mechanical.
It was just digital. Everything was going digital, so we went digital too, and we wanted it to look different. And that was by no means my idea. I think the only idea I had is I wanted the chevron color to be different, and not the SG-1 chevron color. But it's beautiful, and the SGU one is I think beautiful too, and that was James Robbins who designed that. That was a gorgeous thing.
When you think about that, then you're not giving like a really solid brief. You're giving it to the art department. You're giving it to an art director to come up with something, or do you have actually?
Well, the way the process works is you write the script. That's your job, and then you have a meeting in an art department, and they show you shit, and they go, "What do you think of this?" And I go, back in the day, I go, "This is really good." And if it was a big enough thing, I'd go down to the set of the trailer and run into Michael Greenberg and Rick, who were sitting at Video Village, and I'd show them a piece of paper and I'd say, "What do you think of this?" And they'd go either cool or, "I don't know, let's do something else." And but generally speaking, our art departments were astoundingly good from the get-go. I mean, Richie Tudolan, Bridget McGuire, James Robbins, they just were terrific and worked so hard. I mean, I used to think I was coming in early sometimes, and half the art department would already be there, and the sun isn't even up yet, and they're there. It's astounding. That's how hard people work in this business.
Yeah. Rick, did you ever give Brad any notes at all?
I whined a couple of times, but not seriously. No, I had sense enough to stay out of the way, pretty much. Was kind of part of my job. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, the whole thing was collaborative, but the mainstay was right on your screen there. Your screen there.
There. Okay.
He's
well, it was, and I can't take all the credit either. Not in a million years. Rob Cooper was amazing, and Jonathan and I got the ball rolling, and we had a great team. Paul.